Hey friends, my name is Joe Barlow. Welcome to the JVM Daily Show. I'm here with my friend Roman Randall, and we are having a good time this week talking about finding your life purpose. I know we've been on this for a long time, but I really feel like there's something here that God is trying to get through us to people, because there are so many people who are stuck, and they get to the point where they almost give up on their life ever meaning anything. And I don't want you to be stuck. I want you to be able to overcome the inertia, the thing that's holding you back, whatever that is, to help you get moving. And I believe that what you're going to hear today and tomorrow is going to help you to do this. So, Roman, again, thank you for being on the show.
Yeah,
this is a
glad to be
blessing.
here.
Yeah, so we were talking here about overcoming inertia. How do we do that? And to begin making progress towards your goals. Can you take off from there and help me out?
Certainly. So like last time we talked about how action and prayer brings clarity and understanding
That's
to
good.
your purpose.
Yeah.
I also think, in addition to that, or building on that, I should say, it's important to dream big, but you got to start small. Small milestones, small achievements, they create the momentum and the motivation to achieve greater victories.
Yeah.
So I really like Proverbs 14, verse 23. In all toil there is profit, but mere talk tends only to poverty. The point being, action leads to profit, and that could be, literal or metaphorical. But if you only talk about it, it's not going to lead anywhere. It's going to lead to poverty. So, a story from my own life. So we talk about, how I have these experiences and these conversations that I feel like God's calling me to be an entrepreneur. So I have this grand vision. I'm sitting in this coffee shop, the climax of the revelation of you need to pursue this route.
Yeah.
And so I finally accept it. So I have this dream of, okay, I want to get to this point. Immediately I thought, well, where do I start? So what I started to do after I got that first client from my professors, I just started to grow my skills. I started to build my competence and build my portfolio so that I could eventually, run my own business. So what I started doing was learning more about digital marketing, learning about sales, learning how to, if somebody's got a problem, how do I actually sell my services in a non-sleazy way, stuff like that. How do I build relationships and stuff like that, like just important business skills. So that was about, so this happens about sophomore, junior year of school. I feel like the Lord is going to provide work to kind of bridge the gap and bridge the gaps along this way to the dream.
Yeah.
So, 2 years go by, I'm still doing this, I'm still learning, I'm still growing, I'm improving my skills, picking up clients one by one, slowly but surely. And then all of a sudden, it's senior year, I'm getting ready to graduate, and I'm just like, man, I need a job. Like, what am I going to do? I have a Bible degree, I don't have a business degree. I have all this experience, I have all these, several clients that could vouch for my credibility and competence, and I just felt like the Lord said, keep pursuing. So I kept doing what I was doing, serving my clients, building my skills, and I still remember, sitting in the library and just being kind of like slightly tormented, being like, what is the next step? And all of a sudden, later that day, I'm in the library studying, and I get this email out of nowhere from this company in Colorado Springs called David C. Cook. They're a Christian publishing company. They do books by John Maxwell, Matt Chandler, Francis Chan. And it was the marketing manager for the company saying that he had secretly, unbeknownst to me, he had reached out to somebody at Moody and asked for 10 names of people who were in the business marketing world. And this anonymous person, who I still don't know who it was, this person from David C. Cook gave him my name. So for 6 months, this guy was following me online and just kind of monitoring me from a distance.
Really?
Yeah, and he emailed me.
Boy, that makes you think, you better be careful what you're doing online.
Yeah.
God might be trying to do something in the background you don't know about.
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
And he says, hey, Roman, this is Mike Worley, who's now actually a good friend of mine. This time I don't know him. So he says, Roman, my name's Mike. I'm from David C. Cook. We're looking for an intern, a paid internship. It would be remote while you're still at school, and then when you're done, you'd come out to Colorado. The cool thing about that too was not only was that a launching pad, because of that internship, it led to other marketing jobs, which gave me more experience and credibility to eventually run my own business like I do today. but it also fulfilled a dream of living in Colorado for a
Oh,
season.
wow.
So it's kind of like God fulfilled 2 dreams. But the point of all that is, had I not been taking those small steps along the way, come senior year, that opportunity wouldn't have worked out for me because I hadn't been taking the prior steps to get there. So whatever, let's say you want to write a book or something, or whatever the dream is, you got to think about what are all the action steps that lead up to that, and what can I do today? What's one thing I can do today? If it's starting a business, maybe it's just brainstorming 3 possible skills and groups of people that you could serve. And then the next milestone is getting your first 2 paying customers. Whatever it is, have a big dream, but also start small, keep taking action and praying, and God will provide and open up doors for you.
Right. Boy, that's good. So dream big, but take the next step.
Yes. Dream big,
So
start small.
I wake up sometimes and, I years ago, I gave up on that phrase, I'll figure this out. Because I realized as long as I said, I'll figure this out, I was looking to myself. I don't really want to go there because I don't really believe I'm smart enough to figure out the grand scheme and the big plan. So I just started asking him, Lord, what do you want me to do next?
Yeah.
I mean, if I just finished a project, Lord, what do you want me to do next? Where? And if I kind of scan the horizon in a sense inside me, Lord, what's the next thing?
Yeah.
There's one thing there that has peace on it, or that has some juice in it, that has some desire. There's something perking up on the inside of me about that one thing. And that's a vital, because finding God's purpose and accomplishing God's will for your life really does get down to single steps.
Yeah.
One step at a time. And so I always know that if I'll just ask him what the next step is, and that sounds like that's what you did.
Yeah, I think, they're hand in hand. Is action and prayer. Action is a sign that, not that you're relying on yourself, but that you're trusting in God. You're saying, God,
right.
I'm trusting you to direct my steps. I'm trusting you that you're going to pave my way.
Yep.
And then you're constantly praying too, because you want to be submissive to Him,
Right.
acknowledging Him.
This is good.
So I think they go together.
Let's finish this up tomorrow.
Okay.
I really like the way that this is going. We're just given some practical things for people to start to unpack within themselves. I really believe there are keys here. Listen, friends, come on back tomorrow. We love you. We're praying for you, and we want you to fulfill God's purpose for your life. So we'll see you tomorrow. God bless.